Hey there, Star Wars fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series Luke Skywalker. This is number 11 in the series, as you can see here. There you go. And this is him in his Bespin outfit. If you're not a big Star Wars fan, Bespin was the name of Cloud City, and this is just his general look from The Empire Strikes Back, which is, of course, a big fan favorite. Packaging is similar to what we've seen before. We've got the nice lighting effects over here on the right side. You can see his accessories, his blaster pistol, and his lightsaber here. One thing that's interesting to note is that the lightsaber is a much lighter color this time, and it's so light that it almost looks like it's not there. It almost looks like an empty tray. It's just really, really light, but it looks cool. Like the other ones we see, we've got unique art up here, kind of like a stamp effect, and then on the back we've got some kind of neat photoshopping effects of his, I guess this is down in the bowels of Cloud City. So up at the top we do have our little blurb about him. So pretty much what we've seen from all the other Black Series boxes. Let's get this guy out of package and see what he's like. Here we have Bespin Luke out of packaging, skulking around the corridors of Cloud City. I really like this guy. He's very slick. Yeah, I dig it. There's some really neat articulation on this guy, and overall, I think this is a pretty nice addition to the Black Series line. Now, immediately I told you that his lightsaber blade is a lot lighter in color. Well, you can see how much lighter. It's almost not even a blue. It's like a very frosty ice color, which is cool and works very well with the movie. His lightsaber hilt looks fantastic. That classic Graflex light flash tube, rather. Looks great. It's got the little hooks. You can hang it off of his belt, which is fantastic. And this uses a plug system right here, and will just pop right in to the hilt, just like that. Very cool, and he can hold that very easily in his hands. He comes with his blaster pistol. I believe it's the exact same one that he came with in the last figure, only now he's got a holster for it, which is fantastic. Lots of great details there. They painted the silver on. They painted the wood broom handle on there. Very, very nicely done. Very slick. Looks great, and he looks great holding it. I liked this version of Luke a lot because he kind of gotten out of the realm of just cutting everything he could with his lightsaber. It was kind of being a little more practical, which was neat. His holster here, if I can zoom in, or focus, there we go. It's got a little strap here that'll go over to keep the pistol in place and everything, and this, I believe, unpegs so that you can do that. Yeah, there we go. See, just a little peg system. And then you can slide his pistol right in the holster, which is awesome, if I can get it to work, which I may have to do later. That's actually tight fit there. Okay, that's a real tight fit. I wonder if I've got some extra plastic in there. Yeah, it looks like there's a little extra plastic in there I'll have to cut off. But that's okay, that's just some molding stuff. But anyway, onto the figure. We've got a pretty good likeness of Mark Hamill. It's not perfect, but it's really not bad. Some of the promo shots didn't look stellar. They were kind of iffy looking, and he had like a photoshopped head on and stuff, but this really isn't that bad of a head at all, and the hair on it looks especially good. It is cast in this plastic, which makes it a little shinier than normal. The plastic they use on the previous series I don't think was quite as shiny, but it's certainly not bad. The uniform has got that great kind of tan, almost tweed-like look to it. It's very, very cool. I dig it. It's hard to tell. I believe, yeah, you can see if you look closely there that they did do a wash on it to just bring out the fibers of it. Very, very nicely done. The pouches and everything look fantastic. They've also got a wash and then silver on the buttons. Very, very slick. Everything looks really nice. Even like with the shinier bits of it, it's still got some paint on it to kind of bring out those details. And that goes all the way down to the boots, which look really, really nice. And they are darker shades so that you can, see them easily. And then they've got that great dark wash on them. Just fantastic little details here and there. They got peg holes on the bottom, but no detail on the bottom. yeah, just a really, really nice looking figure. I really like this guy. He fits in really well with the other Black Series figures. As far as articulation goes, it's pretty standard for the line. He's only missing really one set of articulation points. We've got a ball-jointed head, so we get some nice up and down and whatnot there. And then we've got a hinge there as well, so he can look very far down and very far up, which is very cool. We've got swivel hinge shoulders, go all the way around. They do go in very far to the side, so you can give them a very nice relaxed look, which I know is important to a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of toys out there that don't think about that, don't cut out the sides here like they did, so that their arms can't rest naturally. This works really, really well. So the arm goes out to about there. Very nice. No breakage on any of these figures so far, like the Game of Thrones figures that I was talking about before. Little bit less than 90 degrees on the elbow, but not bad at all. And then we've got swivel there as well. We've got swivel hinge wrists. Focus. Focus. There you go, buddy. So they go all the way around, and they swivel up and down instead of in and out, which is, I suppose, more for the lightsaber functionality or posing than anything else. Focus. There we go. And then, you know, up and down on this side as well. He has an excellent ball-jointed waist. And it's kind of, if you've got the belt on, you almost can't even see it there, but if you pull it down just a scotch, you'll see this line here. That's a ball joint, and it's a great ball joint. So we got some forward, very far, back, very far, and great side to side too. So he's got excellent range of motion on this ball joint, and of course can also rotate on it as well, so they don't really need a waist joint. This is a really nice kind of compromise between the chest ball joint and the swivel at the waist that people are always wanting, because it is low enough on the figure that it's not immediately noticeable as a joint, but it still has all the range and function of both of those joints combined. So, very cool. We've got ball jointed hips. They really only go out to about there. Seems like the left leg goes out a little bit farther than the right, but certainly not bad. Forward very far, good 90 degrees there. Back a little bit blocked by the butt, but not too bad. We've got swivels right in the top of the thighs here, which are very tight and very nice. We've got double hinge knees. First point will get you a solid almost 90 degrees. Second point will take you all the way back. Very cool. This is the only articulation point I was talking about missing. There are no calf swivels here. I would really, really like a calf swivel because it helps with the ankle posing. But we do have hinges in the ankles that go back and forward, and then have that rotation into the foot. So very cool. I just wish that there was a swivel here so I could lay that foot a little flatter. Instead of having to deal with the thigh, because then the knee is all out of line, but not too bad. So very cool overall. This ankle here seems like it's got a little less motion because of the sculpt. You see like all the ties and everything on it. It kind of prevents it from going back very far, and then pushing forward it does kind of the same thing. But if you put a little more flex on it, you can get a little bit more out of it, or a little more pressure, you get a little more flex, but I'm not sure that it's worth it, you know, for the sake of that little extra movement. I wouldn't risk breaking a figure. So, as I said, the lightsaber does fit into his hand pretty easily. The hands are a softer plastic, so they wrap around things very easily, which is cool. And his lightsaber blade is coming out. There we go. So, very, very cool action figure. I am glad to have this guy. This is one of my favorite looks for Luke. It's definitely one of his more fan-favorite looks. I really do like Jedi Luke from Return of the Jedi, but I'm very, very happy to add this guy to the ranks. So, as I said earlier, I paid $19.99 for this figure. For that, you get the well-articulated figure, you get the lightsaber hilt and blade, which are pretty much the same accessories, so you can't really count those separate, and his blaster pistol. It's not the best deal in the world, but it is, you know, the reality of the market right now. So the good news is we've got other Empire Strikes Back figures that will pose with him, and you can see he is a lot shorter. He's pretty short for a stormtrooper, haha. He's a lot shorter than Boba Fett, so he's going to fit in great with the line. But just so you get another idea of how big this guy is, there's Green Lantern. So, shorter than 6 inches, which is cool. It fits with the character and everything, which I really dig. But $20 for the set is what you expect to pay for Black Series. Even, I mean, it's probably, I would pay $25 for it, but I wouldn't go much past that. I would say with the work that they're doing on these and as sturdy as these feel, they're starting to get up, not into NECA quality, but at least the NECA price range. I'll always think that NECA is probably going to be a little bit better quality just because they go a little further out with the paints and whatnot, but this guy is looking fantastic. Excellent articulation, good likeness, and great accessories. I mean, there's not a whole lot else that you could do with this figure. The good news about this figure is that he's already got enough tooling now that there's other things they can do with this mold. If they wanted to do a Dagobah Luke, they've already got the whole lower half of him is already sculpted, so they wouldn't have to do much there, as well as the hands. They'd have to do a new head and everything, but then also the Battle Below Cloud City, if they wanted to do that as well. You know, they've really only got to touch up some of the parts of the uniform, do something with the hand, and a new head. So I would say that we're definitely going to see at least one of those looks, maybe as an SDCC figure. But either way, excellent action figure. If you like Star Wars, definitely pick him up. If you're just into 6-inch figures, he does make kind of nice, just a background guy, nice fodder, or just a guy to like hang out in your sci-fi themed bar. Somebody for Mal Reynolds to pass by when Funko finally releases them. So that'd be pretty sweet. But anyway, that's it. Excellent action figure. Pick them up. If you have any questions or comments, throw them in the box below, and I'll be glad to help you out with that. Anything at all, as always. Anything that you didn't see that you would like to see, let me know, and I'll try to address it. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks to all subscribers for sticking with it. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon, guys. See you later.